Belshazzar was throwing a feast. Wine flowed. Music filled the room. The great men of Babylon were laughing, drinking, and celebrating. But this was not a normal night, because outside the city an enemy army was already near. And inside the palace the king made a terrible decision. He ordered the sacred vessels from the temple in Jerusalem to be brought into the feast. The cups that had once been used in the worship of the living God were now used to glorify idols. Gold, silver, bronze, wood, stone, a king mocking heaven in front of his kingdom. And then it happened. Suddenly, fingers appeared. Not a fool man, not a warrior, not a prophet, just a hand writing on the palace wall, in front of the lampstand, in front of the king. Belshazzar saw it, and everything changed. His face turned pale. His thoughts terrified him. His knees knocked together. The mighty king of Babylon was shaking in fear. He called for the wise men, the magicians, the enchanters, the astrologers. He promised wealth, power, purple robes, a gold chain, and high rank in the kingdom. But none of them could read the writing. None of them could explain it. Then the queen remembered a man, Daniel, a man in whom was wisdom, understanding, and the Spirit of the Holy God. So Daniel was brought before the king. Belshazzar offered him gifts if he could interpret the message. But Daniel answered with courage, "Keep your gifts, give your rewards to someone else. Nevertheless, I will read the writing." And before Daniel explained the message, he rebuked the king. He reminded him of Nebuchadnezzar, a king who had once been proud, humbled by God, and forced to learn that heaven rules. But Belshazzar had not humbled himself. He knew the story, and still he lifted himself against the Lord of heaven. He praised idols. He mocked what was holy. And now the judgment had come. This was the writing. Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin, numbered, weighed, divided. God had numbered the days of Belshazzar's kingdom. God had weighed him in the balance, and he had been found wanting. His kingdom would be divided and given to the Medes and Persians. That very night Babylon fell. The feast ended, the king died, and the kingdom passed away. The writing on the wall was not just for Belshazzar. It is a warning to every proud kingdom and every proud heart. Earthly power fades. Human glory collapses. But the kingdom of God stands forever. And where Babylon fell under judgment, Christ came announcing a kingdom that cannot be shaken. The hand on the wall warned of the end of one empire. But Jesus Christ came to establish the only kingdom that will never end.